when he needs to.
Counter by Cruz that got Davis's attention.
Good thoughts, guys.
That's why I don't want to box no more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis is a fighter who always keeps his fans guessing, both in the ring and outside of it. Lately, he's been hinting that he might be ready to retire. At just 30 years old, this undefeated champion from Baltimore has already achieved an impressive career with 30 wins, 28 of those by knockout. He's also earned titles in 3 different weight classes.
Yeah. Because I think we all set a goal in society where we reach a certain point and we're not happy, and we keep looking for that goal and we're still not happy.
I think that's where I'm at right now.
Oh yeah, you're ready to retire.
Yeah.
Despite his remarkable achievements, Davis has been open about feeling exhausted and had even hinted at retiring after 2025. However, he recently announced that he plans to keep going in the sport.
25 is at the next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight. You're out of it?
Yeah.
Care to elaborate on that?
Last year, Davis opened up about his struggles with boxing, saying, "I'm just tired of it. It's trash." He explained that he's been in the sport his whole life and now feels he needs a break for himself and his family. "I've missed so much because of this sport," he admitted. This side of Davis, honest and vulnerable, shocked many, especially when he said he was struggling mentally and even needed therapy. The idea of Davis, known for his power and excitement, possibly leaving the sport at the peak of his career left fans and analysts stunned. But he made it clear that if he does walk away, he wants to go out with a bang. Davis has set his sights on fighting major names like Vasyl Lomachenko, Ryan Garcia, and Devin Haney before making any final decision.
Davis looks to counter. 30 seconds left here in the second round.
You all about your money, Tank. I want you to put hand on I can't duck a left hook, Devin Haney. That's what I want to see. That's what the world want to see. Give us what we want. You want the money? God damn it.
Davis made it clear that big fights are still possible, but after this year, he's ready to move on. However, what really caught people's attention was his harsh take on Shakur Stevenson. For years, fans have debated who is better between the two, but Davis didn't hold back when asked about a potential matchup. "What has Shakur done in the sport?" Davis asked. "He's done nothing. The younger fighters, like Keyshawn Davis, are looking way better than him. I keep calling his name, but honestly, what has he done?"
Who have Shakur? What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him.
Who that?
The Keyshawn. Keyshawn looking way more better than this. I keep screaming his name. He haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done.
Shakur Stevenson is considered one of boxing's rising stars, known for his technical skill and sharp ring IQ. Davis's dismissal of him as a serious contender only added to the tension between the two. Still, Davis kept his focus on his upcoming fight with Lamont Roach on March 1st at the Barclays Center in New York. Many saw this as just another step for Davis as he aimed for big matchups to finish his career. But in true Davis fashion, things took an unexpected turn. After months of saying he was ready to leave boxing, he shocked fans with a change of heart. "I know I said I was tired and I know I said I was done," Davis admitted in a recent interview, "but I'm not done, not yet." Davis shocked everyone when he hinted that a fight with Shakur Stevenson might actually happen after all. The same fighter he had previously dismissed as not having accomplished much in boxing was now part of his plans. "If Loma is available, yeah, we could make it."
Round. Davis good.
To retire at the end of next year. Do you think he has one foot out the door?
Yeah, for sure. I think that was a mistake for him to say that, especially in front of me. So, I'm gonna just take advantage of him and show him why he shouldn't have said that or why he shouldn't be contemplating that.
"Happen," Davis said, referring to possible fights with both Stevenson and Vasyl Lomachenko before he calls it quits. "I'm ready for whoever, Shakur, Loma, I'm ready." This sudden change in direction had fans buzzing with excitement. Davis's willingness to fight Stevenson and his unexpected shift on retirement showed that he might still have some unfinished business in the ring. It also revealed a new side of Davis, one that isn't afraid to change his mind and take on the challenges ahead.
Just past the midpoint of the second. Cruz attempts.
I ain't really trying to be in this too much longer. That's the answer right there for you.
How old are you now? 28?
28.
Yeah. How much longer are you expecting to do it?
Once I get them guys out of there, I'm gone.
Is that right? Let's say like 30-ish, something like that? Why do you want to get out so soon?
I want to just help people that's coming behind me. I feel as though
The timing of Davis's recent announcement is significant. Many had expected him to begin a farewell tour, but it now seems his journey in boxing isn't over yet. His earlier comments about needing therapy and feeling exhausted weren't just throwaway lines. They gave fans a glimpse into the struggles of someone who's been a star athlete for so long. But instead of retiring, Davis appears to have found a new sense of purpose. Sometimes you just need to step back and think about what you really want, Davis said. And for me, I realized I'm not ready to stop. I love this sport too much.
Y'all want to know what I think about that whole video? It looks like Gervonta is on the outskirts. Listen, man, where everything is happening, dude, all these fights are being made over there. It just looks like Gervonta is on the outskirts looking for the...
Davis's fans are thrilled by his decision to keep fighting. He's not just a boxer, he's an entertainer, a knockout artist, and a fighter who always brings excitement. Whether it's his explosive performances in the ring or his surprising decisions outside of it, Davis knows how to keep everyone talking. As for his potential fight with Shakur Stevenson, it's quickly becoming one of the most anticipated matchups in boxing. Stevenson, known for his sharp defense and precise punches, would be a tough challenge for Davis, who has built his reputation on power and aggression. It's a matchup of two very different styles, and it's starting to feel like it could happen soon, one that fans are already calling a potential classic.
Attempts his own uppercut. Uppercut. Right.
And then you hope Tank, I know he's announced that he's retiring at the end of 2025. I don't know if you believe that or not, but
I don't know. I thought he was very sincere. I mean, like sometimes the hunt
fed up with, yeah,
maybe, but boxing can do that to you, I think, in general. So I think that maybe he wants to do something different with his life. We can only look after our own, and that's Shakur Stevenson. And for me, Schofield, Zepeda,
Davis's journey over the past year has been full of twists and turns. From hinting at retirement to admitting he needs therapy, to dismissing Shakur Stevenson as a serious contender, and now finally opening the door for a potential fight, Davis has kept fans on their toes. One thing is clear, Gervonta "Tank" Davis isn't done making waves. Whether it's in the ring or in front of the cameras, he's a fighter who always brings drama, and his fans wouldn't want it any other way. Boxers often use talk of retirement as a way to stir up attention, shape public perception, and keep their names in the spotlight. Davis knows how to do this better than most, keeping everyone guessing about what's next.
The Southpaw Davis.
I'm in a community that's a bigger house than mine, a smaller house than mine. There's people that's way richer than me. That's why I like when Floyd say like, not to even keep bringing him in, but for him to say like how he kept on the grind after he had everything, I understand it. Cause it's you know what I mean? It's still more out here. You know, you don't settle for less.
Davis's decision to possibly retire at just 30 shocked many fans and critics. Some thought it was too soon or even laughable, while others saw it as a clever tactic to grab attention and build excitement. This move isn't new to boxing. Fighters like Floyd Mayweather have used it for years, and now it seems like Davis might be following the same path. Teofimo Lopez, who's no stranger to the media spotlight, quickly noticed the similarities. "I think it's to keep everyone guessing," Lopez said in an interview with Fight Hub TV. "Everybody's talking about it. It's a strategy I've used before, and it's the same one Tyson Fury is using now."
Waiting for one of those uppercuts to land by Davis. They are waiting for the...
Fight each other.
What were your thoughts on him saying that he's going to retire after this year?
I think that's just to keep everybody in the loop. You know, like how we are right now, we're all talking about it. So it's a strategy that I've used. It's a strategy that Fury's using right now. It's a strategy that's always been done, even Mayweather. So
Lopez didn't hold back when he said Davis's move looked like something straight out of Mayweather's playbook. Mayweather, known for his undefeated record, also made a name for himself by turning every fight into a big event. He mastered the art of making comebacks and retirement talk a spectacle, and now it seems Davis is picking up on that strategy. However, Shakur Stevenson wasn't impressed. For Stevenson, the idea of Davis stepping away from boxing didn't seem like a smart move, it felt more like an insult. When asked about it, Stevenson called Davis's decision soft and questioned the toughness of a fighter willing to walk away while still in his prime.
High accuracy, prodigious power. Oh, and Davis stumbling.
Reaction to Tank retiring.
He's retired? That's what he said. Nah, he not retiring. I saw that big fights to be made out there, and Tank knows that. don't think he's gonna retire, with a lot of unfinished business.
If he wants to retire with the career he's had, go ahead and do what you have to do, Stevenson said, clearly frustrated. I don't agree with that. I think that's soft. Stevenson's reaction is exactly what happens when one fighter's comments spark another's anger. The tension grows, fans take sides, the media picks it up, and suddenly, everyone's talking. This is how boxing hype works, and right now, Gervonta Davis is at the center of it. Whether he meant to or not, his talk about retirement has stirred things up, especially in the 140-pound division.
High accuracy, prodigious power. Oh, and Davis stumbling.
I mean, if he want to retire with the career that he got, then go ahead and do whatever you got to do. So, I disagree with it. I think it's soft, but that's on him.
In boxing, perception is just as important as performance, and Davis understands that. His career isn't just built on his powerful knockouts, it's also about the reputation he's created, undefeated, untouchable, and dominant. When a fighter like Davis talks about retiring, it adds a sense of urgency. It makes every potential fight feel more important because time is running out. The question of whether Davis will retire before facing Shakur Stevenson is enough to keep fans talking and demanding that the fight happen sooner rather than later.
Here is Cruz, and he has his fair share of supporters in attendance here in Las.
What are your thoughts on Gervonta Davis saying that he's gonna walk away from boxing after 2025?
Look, I don't blame him. I'll tell you that much. I don't blame him, man. This sport ain't no joke.
Lopez was right when he pointed out that Mayweather used a similar strategy. Floyd wasn't just a fighter, he was a master at controlling the narrative. Every fight felt like an event because Mayweather made it seem like it could be his last. Davis, whether on purpose or not, is tapping into that same approach. But there's an added layer to Tank's retirement talk, his honesty about his mental health and need for therapy. For many, Davis's openness about feeling burnt out made his retirement comments seem more genuine, not just a publicity stunt. It gave his words a real sense of vulnerability, but at the same time, it's hard to ignore the strategic benefit of such statements. By showing this side of himself, Davis humanized his image in a way that's rare for fighters. Yet, by leaving the possibility open for big fights with Stevenson, Lomachenko, and others, he's managed to stay at the center of the boxing world.
Obviously, there's a lot of Gervonta Davis supporters here across the country. Yeah.
Been through a lot. So he's been through a lot. But a lot of times, when he vent out and say certain things on social media, I'm older.
While Stevenson has been outspoken in his criticism, others in the division have taken a different approach. The possibility of Gervonta Davis retiring has only increased the competition in the 140 pounds weight class. Fighters like Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, and even Lomachenko are all eager for a chance to fight Davis. A bout with him isn't just a chance for a big payday, it's an opportunity to secure their place in boxing history by beating one of the most dangerous fighters of this era. The idea of Davis retiring undefeated adds to his appeal. Fans love a good story, and the image of a champion leaving the sport on top, undefeated, is one of the most captivating narratives in sports. But there's also the what-ifs, the questions that will always remain if he doesn't face Stevenson, Lomachenko, or settle some of the rivalries he's built over the years.
While he mentioned being retired, he also seems like he's got a plan before retirement, which I appreciate.
For now, Gervonta Davis is still the fighter everyone wants to face. With 30 victories and 28 knockouts, his record speaks for itself. He's not just winning, he's dominating. While his recent comments about possibly retiring may have made some question his commitment, his willingness to consider fights with Stevenson or Lomachenko shows he's not done chasing history yet. The beauty of boxing is its unpredictability, and Davis embodies that more than most. One moment he's talking about retiring, the next he's hinting at the biggest fights of his career. It's a delicate balance, but Davis seems to know exactly how to manage it. Whether he's following Mayweather's playbook or making his own way, one thing is certain, Gervonta Davis knows how to keep the spotlight on him. And in boxing, that's half the battle.
30 pounds, but he is at his height, a powerfully built fur.
Gervonta Davis may be hinting at retirement, but his actions tell a different story. His commitment to training, especially for what was expected to be a huge lightweight fight against Lamont Roach, shows a fighter who's far from slowing down. Recent training videos have shown off his speed and skill, earning comparisons to Floyd Mayweather, and strengthening his reputation as one of the most exciting athletes in boxing today. However, Davis threw a surprise when he announced that the Roach fight was cancelled. This sudden turn of events has left fans and analysts questioning his plans, sparking debates about whether this is part of a calculated strategy to keep his name in the spotlight.
In contingent. Yeah, more vocal than we would have thought in this crowd, and obviously.
The announcement that the fight with Lamont Roach was cancelled has sparked plenty of speculation. Was it a genuine issue, or just another example of Davis playing the media game? One thing Davis has proven is that he knows how to grab attention. By calling off the fight, he completely changed the conversation. Now, it's not just about his impressive skills in the ring, it's about what's coming next, what's real, and what might just be a tactic to build excitement. Davis has a way of keeping fans on edge, and whether it's intentional or not, it's definitely working.
30 pounds, but he is at his height, a powerfully built fur as well. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Good pass. Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go.
The uncertainty around the fight's cancellation comes at a time when Davis's training has been nothing short of impressive. Videos of his workouts show him executing lightning-fast combinations with incredible precision. The timing, coordination, and raw power he displays in these drills have earned him comparisons to Floyd Mayweather, who was known for his careful, strategic approach to training. Davis's speed and accuracy are so impressive that many have described his routines as almost choreographed. The similarities between Davis and Mayweather don't end with their training styles. Both fighters have mastered the art of controlling their own narrative and keeping the focus on them.
Fur hat, fur trunks. For when you go out, but not.
Are you retiring? What trash? What changed? What made this trash? Garbage.
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
The fight with Lamont Roach was set for March 1st at the Barclays Center in New York, a venue known for hosting some of boxing's biggest events. Roach, a skilled and determined fighter, was expected to put up a good challenge, but most viewed him as the underdog against Davis's powerful punches and precision. With 28 knockouts and 30 wins, Davis was heavily favored to win, and many saw this fight as another chance for him to prove why he's considered one of the best pound-for-pound fighters. But now that the fight seems to be off, all eyes are on what Davis will do next.
And I promise you, you better lead them home. You better lead the females home. On my mother, you better lead the females home and the kids. On my mother. Now watch this. Now watch.
Davis's decision to cancel, or at least claim to cancel, his fight has shifted the focus to his future opponents. Names like Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez, and Ryan Garcia are now being discussed, each offering a huge payday and a major challenge. Stevenson, who has been vocal about his frustration with Davis's talk of retirement, called it soft and made it clear he's eager for a fight. Meanwhile, Lopez has taken a more calculated approach, suggesting that Davis's retirement talk might be more about controlling the media narrative than actually planning to retire.
Hey, can't even see who it is. Hey, who is the dude? Who is the dude?
And that right there is why Gervonta Davis fights don't go the distance.
Despite the uncertainty, one thing is clear: Davis knows how to stay in the spotlight. His ability to generate buzz, whether through his fights, training, or even offhand comments, is unmatched. Steven Espinoza, a consultant for premier boxing champions and former Showtime Sports president, has pointed out Davis's unique star power. Espinoza believes that a rematch with Ryan Garcia could be one of the most profitable fights in recent memory. Their first fight, which ended with Tank's stunning body shot knockout of Garcia, was a huge success, earning over $20 million at the Las Vegas gate and selling over 1.2 million pay-per-views in the US. A rematch, especially with Garcia's growing popularity, could easily surpass those numbers.
There was a hard body shot. Fonseca landed one as well.
What if the cancellation of the Roach fight is part of a bigger plan to set up one of those high-profile, big-money matchups? It wouldn't be the first time a fighter used misdirection to build excitement. Floyd Mayweather was known for creating drama and uncertainty around his fights to keep fans and the media talking, and it seems Davis has learned from his former mentor. By using similar tactics, Davis continues to stay in the spotlight, even as questions about his next move swirl. His training videos, showcasing incredible speed and precision, remind everyone why he's so dominant in the ring. As for Lamont Roach, this fight was his chance to prove himself on a major stage. But with the fight now off, he, like everyone else, is left waiting. Whether this cancellation is temporary or permanent, it's just another example of how Davis keeps everyone guessing.
Yes, yes. And only 22 years old, but viewing.
Tank's situation is captivating because of how unpredictable it is. One minute he's hinting at retirement, the next he's sharing some of his best training footage ever, and then he's canceling fights. It's like a roller coaster ride that keeps fans on the edge of their seats. In boxing, where drama and hype are just as important as the fights themselves, Davis knows exactly how to keep the attention on him.
Spectacular hand speed and power. Also unbeaten. See what type of
I think he actually took this fight for the naysayers and all this and all the people talking shit about the fight. I think he actually took the fight because he know that I'm a dog. And he want to prove his skills against the dog. So I'm gonna show y'all what happens when two dogs get in the ring together.
The fight with Roach was set to showcase Davis's incredible skill, but as always, Tank knows how to keep the spotlight on him. Whether he's dominating in the ring or making headlines outside of it, he's always putting on a show. Right now, all eyes are on him. What do you think? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates.